All right, so one of my goals for the year is to produce more content personally on my personal LinkedIn profile. And one of the problems I've been having is being unable to create that content. To sit down and actually create the content is hard for me, especially when it comes to generating content ideas. So I was like, okay, I want to post tomorrow, and I don't have anything on my head to post. Right, so I just came onto ChatGPT and I just started, and I used it to generate an entire LinkedIn. I just generate an entire LinkedIn post in addition to 30 plus other content ideas I could explore later. So let me show you how I did that. First, I came and I started from here. I said, what type of content should I create on LinkedIn as a product marketer that is just starting out? I want to become a thought leader. I want to increase engagement. I wrote my goals. And I didn't just come and say, write a post for me as a LinkedIn, as a product marketer, write a LinkedIn post as a product marketer, which is what most people will do. So I started from the scratch, right? And then, it gave me 5 different types of content that I could write. Industry insight and analysis, case studies, best practices and tips, personal branding content, thought leadership content. And, that's cool. That's cool. And I asked ChatGPT to explain how I can create each type of content. So it went in depth into how I can, how I can create it if I want to learn. So I mean, this on its own is something I could actually make as a course or make as a post itself and just talk about it, right? So I did that. And I said, okay, fine. Give me some content ideas for the industry insight and analysis type of post. That's the first one. This one. I was like, okay, fine. Give me content ideas for that particular one. Remember that there are 5 types of content, and asked him to give me 10 ideas for that one. He gave me 10 ideas. 5 trends shaping the future of product marketing. They're not bad, but again, they're just standard. These are something that you see like, okay, sure, whatever, and just scroll past it. I'm like, these ideas are good, but they sound boring. Make them sound more engaging, right? And then it revised it, and this sound more attractive. I mean, if I was going to write a Medium post, these are some things that these are the type of headlines or titles I would probably use, right? How it's changing the game, blah blah blah, all of this. Remember, I started this process without even knowing what exactly I wanted to write about. So I said, okay, fine, let's take the first one. Now, this alone are 10 content ideas. I can ask it for 10 more, right? I can ask it for, okay, give me an example of a case study, and I can create a completely fictional case study if I want, or just take a case study I've worked on, give it um, the bare bones of what I did. Okay, I did X, Y, Z, or these are the results I generated, and then ask it to use that information to create a post. And probably in a future video, I'll be showing how I can do that. So best practices and tips. I could also ask it to generate 10 content ideas on best practices and tips for product marketers, right? I could also ask for, personal branding content. I can just that this one I might have to do some external research and be like, okay, what is something controversial that I think would attract attention on LinkedIn about product marketing, and then start from there. Thought leadership content, right? What is the possible future of product marketing, or how is product marketing evolving? Give me 10 ways, and that's how I could generate this kind of content. So I could generate potentially 50 different content ideas, right? And I asked it to write it to make it sound more interesting. This is good. Now I want to write on the first one, this one, future of product marketing, 5 trends you can't afford to ignore. And I said, write an attractive hook. And this is because I understand as a content writer with experience that type of content, the best type of content um, has an attractive hook or attractive headline. The first part is the most interesting and the most attractive. So that's what I'm focusing on, right? So I said, write an attractive hook and make it interesting. And then I wrote a hook, right? This is the hook, very simple, very short. And I was like, and he actually explained why the hook should work, which is what I really, really, really got me. Like, this AI tool actually understands what makes the hook work, right? It talks about, it introduces the concept of the post, it poses the question, offers the benefit to the reader, and then hints at the specific content of the post. I'm like, okay, fine, this is good, but this is not going to make anybody stop scrolling while they are on LinkedIn. They just, this is good, this is not, this is just there. Right. So I said, okay, I need it to be more attractive. Pay attention. I want you to pay attention to the questions I'm asking and the directions I'm giving it. Can you use a shocking statistic or a personal story that would resonate with my audience? Right. And I even explained to my audiences, their fellow product marketers who want to get better at their jobs, and startup owners who want to know how to sell their product. And then he revised it, gave me some examples. Are you struggling with the ever-changing world of product marketing? You're not alone. In fact, a recent survey, this is the statistic, and then this is the personal touch, I decided to take matter into my own hands and research the trends that will shape the future of product marketing. Right? If I was going to write this, I'll probably add another sentence here on why I did that, the purpose I did that. I did that because I want to get better, or I want to stay relevant, or blah blah blah. But I mean, this is not bad, right? And also, again, it explains why the hook works, personal story, the benefit to the reader, the shocking statistic. It explained it. I'm like, okay, fine. Now finish the post by providing 5 trends. Remember to make it interesting and engaging, make it sound personal, like the reader is actually having a conversation with me. Insert witty comments, puns, blah blah blah. Again, I gave it exact directions, right? And then it continued. Are you struggling to keep up with the ever-changing world of product marketing? You're not alone. He also gave me the 5 trends: artificial intelligence, video marketing, customer-centric marketing, influencer marketing, and virtual events. Now, if you read, you can pause the video here to read this particular part, the artificial intelligence, the video marketing, the customer-centric marketing. And to be fair, it's not bad. It's okay, but I feel like I wanted to have a more personal touch. And this is the crazy part. Most people are like, oh, AI cannot write like human beings. Trust me, you're not asking the right questions. That's why, at least with ChatGPT. In fact, you notice that he actually added a call to action, join my LinkedIn group. Then he also added, I remember I said I'm writing for product marketers and startup founders. He brought it back, right? So I said, okay, fine. Can you write each trend, make it more engaging, use examples and stories, comparison, even imaginative ideas to make it more engaging for the reader, right? And then it rewrote it. The hook is still the same, but now look at the difference. It's not just for sci-fi movies anymore. AI is making its way into product marketing and it's here to stay. I love this part. Imagine being able to, and it gives example, do this, do this, do this, or this and this and this and this. Right? Video marketing. It explains why video marketing is working, and adding even plus this and this and this, which is exactly how I would write. Right? Think about, you added this one, go on this of product centric marketing. Now it's about putting the customer first. Think about it. Right? This is a human way of writing, and I can even go for, I could say, we'll make some jokes, add some witty comments and all that. I can ask you to do that. So influencer marketing explained it, imagine the blah blah blah, right? It basically gave me everything I needed. Virtual events, just did that. Top 5 trends I was saying in future product marketing, blah blah blah, right? So now this is the LinkedIn post. I can just copy this post and drop it on LinkedIn. Of course, I might want to edit or tweak a few things, but all in all, I did this under 10 minutes, right? So now I have my post for today, and I have 30 plus posts or 30 plus ideas I can use. All I need to just copy all of this, and then for the next week, I can be posting every day if I want. And I'm saying something new, I'm saying something important, I'm saying something, relevant. And this is exactly why you need to understand how to use AI, because it's a tool, right? It's a tool, and what most people are saying that it's not going to take away your jobs. I disagree. It is going to take away jobs, but only for people that refuse to evolve, right? It's like the person that was using a typewriter a couple of years ago, or could not even type and was just writing. Maybe the person's job was to keep writing legal documents, right? That person is going to be out of a job because they did not evolve. But if they had evolved and learned how to use the tools that were available, they could have combined that with the knowledge they had on writing, the whatever articles or whatever things they were writing before, and do a much better job. So if you're a content creator, you're a content marketer, this is what you need to learn. You need to learn how to direct these tools. Like, I would liken it to being a conductor versus being, an instrument player, right? In an opera, there are different instruments, right? There's a person that's playing the piano, there's a person that's playing the violin and all that. But there is the conductor that conducts how everyone plays. So if you've just been doing all the creation by yourself, I can liken you to an instrument player, but you need to now evolve to become a conductor, because now the conductor has a tool that can follow his hands and make all the music that needs to be made without somebody sitting down to play. So you don't want to be outdated. You don't want to be kicked to the curb, and that would only happen if you are able to take the next step and learn how to use tools like this. So that's the end of the video, and in the future I'm going to be making more videos on how you can use ChatGPT to do a lot of things. I hope, stay tuned, and if you've not subscribed, subscribe to the channel so that you can be reminded and you can know when those videos are published. Thank you.